Hello and welcome to the first weather in Kansas weather forecast. This will be the one-day forecast for Wednesday, May 4th. So, to get things started, let's talk about these flood watches that are in effect for southeast Kansas. I have the counties that are affected scrolling right here so you can see if your county is affected. Uh, but these have been issued mainly because of a good chance of moderate to heavy rainfall uh, throughout Wednesday into Wednesday night is why these were issued. And we'll get to the rain chance here in a little bit throughout the entire state. So, first things first, let's get to temperatures. So, these are temperatures Wednesday morning around 1 a.m. As you can see, mid 40s up here, down here by Ulysses and Dodge City, we're up into the 50s. But pretty cool. If we go over to humidity, we can see that it's around 80% across the board, 85% across the board here in the early morning of Wednesday. If we go look at our rain chances at this time, you can see not really much going on. There's a little bit up here, all the way up here into Nebraska and Colorado, but for Kansas, not much is going on. So move back to the temperature and move this forward to about 9 o'clock. So about when you're going to work, kids going to school, stuff like that. You can see the temperatures increased a little bit. 55 Concordia, 55 Salina. Mid 50s on the east side of the state. Still uh, upper 40s to 50 here over by Colby, Scott City, Hayes, Dodge. Uh, so again, this is 9 o'clock. If we go look at the humidity, humidity's increased quite a bit. Let me switch the model over. There we go. Humidity's increased quite a bit. We're up into like the 100% humidities around here, around Colby. Over here, not quite as high, but still 90%. Going to be a very humid day tomorrow. If we go look at the rain chance here around 9 a.m., we see we have good chance of some light rain, so 0.05 inches per 3 hours here. Better chance over by Salina for 0.38 inches per 3 hours. Down here by Eureka over by Wichita, about the same story. If we look at the chance for thunderstorms in this, you can see this looks scary, right? This really isn't, though. If you look at the scale, this is only the lightning strikes per square kilometer. So it doesn't necessarily mean it's a severe thunderstorm. It just means there's going to be a lot of lightning being produced. So if we look here, about 2, 3 in that range around here. The northern part of the state, not as much. Hardly any chance for lightning. We can also look at the wind gusts to show that this is probably not going to be a very severe storm. So these are the max gust predictions down here along this storm line that has a lot of lightning being produced. There is not all that much wind, gusting to 30. So not too terrible. Again, this is around 9 o'clock. So as we move back to temperature, we'll bump this forward to around lunchtime. So this is 1 in the afternoon on Wednesday. 46, 43 Colby, 44. So temperature holds pretty steady. As we go back to our rain chances, we can see that down here by Eureka, Emporia, down here where our flood watches are, you're going to get quite a bit of rain. We're talking about inch every 3 hours for the duration of the storm. it's going to be quite a bit of rain, and it's understandable why those flood watches were issued for these counties here. Up here, oops, I did not mean to move the map, my bad. Up here by Hays, Colby, Scott City, talking very light rain, not too much. We go back to the thunderstorm potential. Starting to get some lightning up here. Again, we're not really predicting anything severe. If we go back to wind gusts, as you can see, not really too much going on here. 26 miles an hour, 25. So pretty windy, but nothing that is too unusual for Kansas. If we go here and look at our air, the amount of energy in the air, it's really not much going on in Kansas, which is why we don't think this is going to be very severe here in Kansas around 1. If we go to a different model, it shows us a little bit of energy here, but still not anything too concerning. This is probably just going to lead to some lightning, which is what we've been showing on here. Oops, that's not lightning. That's rain chance. There's the lightning, which is what we're showing here. So as we keep moving forward, I'll go back to temperature one more time. Go to about 8 o'clock. Warmed up a little bit, as you can see, 66, 62, 59. Stayed a little bit cooler up on the northwest part of the state. Going back to our rain chances. I changed the model, my bad. Gonna get some rain down here by Ulysses. Up here, over by Hays, but the rain chance over here kind of died out. You're still going to be getting some, like this is definitely not insignificant, half an inch every 3 hours. So you guys are going to be getting rain down here most of the day, and along with on-off showers up here. Again, going back to the thunderstorm potential, some thunder producers, but again, looking at wind gusts, down here by Elkhart is going to be the highest wind gusts, 47, 49. So down here could get some significant winds, but everywhere else isn't really too much of a concern. Again, if we go look at the energy in the atmosphere at this time, most of the state's pretty low on energy. Most of the energy for this day is going to be down here in Oklahoma. Especially if we switch to this model here, it shows that there's hardly any energy at all in Kansas at this time, around 8 o'clock Wednesday evening. So to finish out the night, we'll go to around midnight here. Temperature's still staying about the same. We'll go back to rain. We're still getting rain over here. Let me back this back up to about 7 so you can see what this rain is doing. Just a nice steady rain across the state here. If we go look at the lightning one more time. Again, going to be a good lightning producing storm, but not a whole lot of severe potential with this one. Going back to wind gusts, still pretty low, 32 miles an hour. And then if we go back to this energy here, not a whole lot. There's a little bit, but not a whole lot. And if we switch models, this one shows about none. So, total rain accumulation over the next 2 days, next 48 hours. We're talking down here where these flood watches are in effect for, you can get up to almost 4 inches down here in some areas. About 2.5, 2 to 2.5 is the general consensus in this yellow. ish area right here. Rest of the state, half an inch ish, give or take, in this blue area. If we change the models here to the next 3 days, this is a little bit longer span of time. Almost 2 inches up here in Hayes, up here by Manhattan. They're getting a little over 3.5. Down here, almost 4. So that's kind of what it's looking like for rain accumulation. Again, in terms of severe potential, not much. We're actually going to take a look at the Storm Prediction Center's outlook of this weather system moving through real quick. So as I transition to this, marginal risk for southern Kansas, which is what we were talking about. This is for their severe weather in general. This is what this map is showing. If we go over here to the wind potential, this is chance for damaging winds. Same kind of story. Pretty low chance for southern Kansas. And for hail, same story. So there might be some hail down in there, but for the most part, it's going to stay in Oklahoma. And there was no chance in Kansas for tornadoes tomorrow. There's just not enough energy in the atmosphere for that. So that's pretty much what's going to happen over the coming day. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on our next weathercast.